back, never whack, bring it back, and we are back with Trad Sit Down episode 175. Yes, sir. We are in the building, full squad in the house today. We got that boy Mr. G in the building. What's going on, my brother?
What's good, everybody? Huge shout outs. Huge shout out to my wife. It was her birthday last Friday. Happy birthday to you, to Mrs. G. Love you. Thank you for everything. And then also happy birthday to her brother, which was like a few days ago, and her little cousin Sion, and our uncle Tito Eddie. And also this week we start the league of my volleyball league. I'm the captain of one of the teams, the Bergen Volleyball League. So I am the captain of the Pansett Spike team.
Nice.
So
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm excited. It's a competitive league, so we'll see how it goes. That's the first season. So yeah, trying to get that back-to-back championships.
Yeah, definitely want to see that. That'd be fire.
And yeah. But,
all right. Mr. Mod in the building. Straw Hat Mod. What's going on, my brother?
Hey, you know what? I might have to change my name after that one.
Mr. Mod.
Mr. Mod.
We better just be the Mr. Pod after this, bro.
The Mr. Mod on the Mr. Pod. Holy shit.
Sorry, Mod. It's already copyrighted.
He's not having it. No. That's tough.
Yeah, you get a good idea, then you get sued by your own friends. Crazy. Fair enough. I'll let you keep it, mister. But I'm doing good. This was a banger chapter, so I'm just ready to get into it.
That's real. Last but not least, that boy Wise in the building. What's going on? I see you munching, man. I didn't mean to interrupt your.
I was gonna say,
meal,
this guy
man.
gave me no chance to to get into it. Bro was like, let's just read it. Let's just talk about it, man. But I will say, first off, Kyle, you picked a great GIF for the tweet, the Rayleigh crying. I like that a lot.
That's real. That's real.
I was gonna say before we started, but we just started before I could say it. So that was dope. And I'm very, very excited to talk about this chapter. I mean, I think it was a nice. I feel like this chapter we'll probably read about, and then we'll be like, okay, nice chapter, because it was simple, it was solid, right? So,
yeah.
But it was good. It was really, really good, and I'm excited to talk about it.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of surprises or like lore drops or anything crazy like that. It was a lot of just scripted events, I guess, for lack of a better term. But like,
let's get to it, type of shit.
But you know, it hit. Everything hit. Like, I'm not mad at anything that happened in the chapter at all. No, I mean, everything definitely hit. So let's get into it, right?
Let's do it.
We have a nice little cover art before I start. Color spread. There we go. This is really nice. They got the little vending machine and everybody holding the people they care about. It's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I
really liked it.
Nami holding VV.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the goat.
You know which one surprised me a little? Luffy holding Whitebeard. I like that a lot.
That one actually did surprise me a lot. I saw somebody on Twitter that was like, Ace considers Whitebeard his dad, so Luffy considers him his uncle or some shit like that.
Oh, that's nice.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Someone had Boa. I wonder who.
Oh, that bow is falling, actually.
yeah.
That bow is falling to the ground.
I wonder if it was Luffy or if it, because Sanji be taking all the women though. So
maybe I think Luffy's supposed to have Boa, and then she fell off, and he's not looking at her. Like, is the real dynamic?
Yeah.
Something like that. I'm mad Zoro only has Mihawk and not Kuina. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's fair. Sanji, do you realize that Sanji slapped the shit out of Zoro's face just now?
Oh shit! Is it because he's laying on Shirahoshi?
Yeah.
Oh, the Shirahoshi, is the Shirahoshi a doll? Oh shit!
Yeah. Oh shit, that's so funny.
That's pretty cool. No, this is really cool.
In the machine.
They think it's the real Chopper.
It's just hilarious.
I just realized I didn't even put two and two together. That's actually this might be one of the coolest color spreads I've seen. I'm not gonna lie.
The expressions on all of them are so good. Robin is like, you gotta save Chopper.
Yeah,
so good, bro. Yeah. Usopp's locked in.
Usopp is locked in. This is amazing, man.
Frankie's like making sure he has enough coins.
we can't leave Chopper. That's so good, man. Right. I like Momonosuke in the pocket. It's so good, man. It's so good.
Dude. And then
this was Very good.
If you notice, Usopp has one of the giants, and Jinbei has the other one, and Soul as well.
Where's Jinbei? I don't see Jinbei. Nice. Am I bugging?
On the left side.
Oh, he's knocked the fuck out. Yo. He does not give a fuck.
He's chilling.
Yeah, he's sleeping on top of the big pillow. He's like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. No, this is a great cover story. Great color spread for sure. Definitely goes up there. We got to do a color spread tier list one of these days. I can't lie.
Yeah.
Definitely got to make that happen.
That'd be a great one. That'd be a great one.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
I just realized Usopp's working the crane, but Brook is in there trying to get Chopper also.
Brook is the crane.
No,
there's another crane. Like if you look at it, look by the line.
Oh, yeah, he's like acting like crane. Yeah,
you see Brook is trying to do some Mission Impossible shit right now, bro.
No, this is comedy. This is a great color spread. I can't. This is great. Let's get into the actual let's not get into the actual chapter because we have a cover story too.
Oh shit. Double whammy.
Yeah. This one was the kind of like I want to say cemetery, but it's not a cemetery. It's just
it's like a shrine.
A shrine. Thank you. Yeah. Shrine and memoriam to all those lost in the mission of freeing Wano. Some of these names, I don't think. Do we know everybody here? I'm assuming that we do, but I just don't. Me personally, because I have the memory of a goldfish. Don't remember.
Well, we know Toki on the left.
I know Kozoki Odin. I know him.
Yeah, the one on the left is Kozoki Toki.
Okay. Toki. Okay, Toki. Yeah. Yasui. I know Yasui.
We know. Obviously,
Izo, Pedro, Doji.
There's a Kurosumi there. Is it like right above Yamato's right horn? I wonder who that Kurosumi is.
Shimotsuki sounds familiar.
Shimotsuki is Zoro's family, right? Yeah, yes. Shimotsuki Ushimaru. Oh, it's the green hair. It's the green hair samurai.
The one. Yeah.
I think all those guys actually. The three of them. Like all the four of them at that level is all those guys.
Who's Otaka? I don't remember Otaka.
I think it has to be one of those samurai, if I had to guess.
That would make sense. Okay. Because they were like the ones. Yeah, I think it's going by like their. I guess like not importance in society, kind of. but ranking definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys think that
I really wonder who the Kurosumi is.
Do you guys think the one that Yamato is blocking has some significance?
Maybe.
Yeah, and then the Mar, the bottom.
But all those people at the bottom. Yeah, all those people at the bottom, I have no idea.
They could just be name placements for real. But I feel like if that's the case, he could have just cut a bottom row and drew all the names that we know bigger. Like he didn't have to add that bottom row.
Yeah, I think it's like kind of like more storytelling of like there's other people that have tried and we don't know about maybe.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, it could be more lore towards the people that try to rebel against Kaido and others. So
it's nice. Yeah, it makes it feel like it's been happening more than just the stuff we know about. It's nice. It's actually like kind of good world building, to be honest, if that's the case.
I agree. All right, let's get into the actual chapter.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was definitely a cool cover story. But back on God. Oh, actually, chapter 1161, a song of love bound under a hail of arrows. Excuse me. We start this chapter back on God Valley. Everybody is converging. It's a giant battlefield on the island now. We cut to the center of the island where the Celestial Dragons and the Navy are situated. We see the Celestial Dragons arguing with some Navy members. The Navy trying to get to evacuate, and the Celestials trying to stay because they want prizes. And completely disregarding the Navy's concern for their safety, which is crazy. But it's in line with Celestial Dragon stuff, to be honest. Like, it's nothing new. We cut to some of the slaves who notice all the commotion and realize that this is their chance to escape. We then cut to the three big players of this island currently in Roger, Rox, and Garp. Roger looking for Shanks. Rox looking for his wife and son, Eris and Teach. Did we know Eris's name before this?
No.
I don't think we did, right?
Name drop.
Yeah,
name drop, yeah.
I feel like I saw her last name on Twitter, like Eris Tar or something like that, but I don't remember where they got
made
that
shut
from.
The fuck up.
Okay, I had to make sure. I definitely remember seeing some shit, but I'm like, how would you even know that? They didn't say anything about that. Regardless, we have Rox looking for his family, and we have Garp looking for Roger.
And Roger looking for Shakky.
Yeah, I said that, but it's cool.
You said Shanks.
No, you said Shanks.
I said Shanks.
Yeah, you said Shanks.
Yeah.
Oh, my fault. I'm baiting. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Roger looking for Shakky. Yo, imagine. Yo, imagine.
Like, where's my cat, bro?
Shanks, where are you? Like, what? Like, how did we get here?
Yeah, well, Shanks is in the very next panel. Dragon is holding Shamrock and Shanks for dear life, trying to escape. He's heading towards the shoreline to try and get to a Navy ship when he runs into pirates. He realizes the wrong way and he gets ambushed from behind by this person with these sharp teeth. Says they found him into a transponder snail and laser ultralight beams him straight through the shoulder. That shit looks painful, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
that shit was rough. This person says they got him, and then they're revealed to be Saint Maffey, one of the Holy Knights from the Satchels family. Whoever's on the transponder snail says that Maffey has saved their life because Garling was going to kill them for losing the babies. It's probably a Marine soldier, I'm assuming then, right?
It's someone of power,
I feel like he's
definitely.
speaking. No, I think it's got to be an attendant of theirs or another godliness because he's speaking like Maffey. He's not saying Saint Maffey or something. Or,
you're right.
You know what I mean?
You're right. That's probably true.
Well, someone of equal to them, definitely.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Like it's probably a social dragon as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Maffey is holding one of the children now. She's surprised that Garling has a kid. And Dragon reaching out, trying to do what he can, but he's exhausted. He just got shot to the shoulder. And he's sad because he thinks that these babies are the only way that he can atone for the events that have happened. We can see that this guilt is already starting to weigh on him, and the stresses of the things he's been asked to do as a Marine. Yeah, so Maffey's getting ready to kill him. Dragon's like, well, I guess I deserve this. And then Maffey gets slashed in half along with half of the forest that surrounds them. She's shocked, and then we see Whitebeard and Big Mom step into the fray. They're arguing with each other. Whitebeard says he wasn't aiming for Big Mom. Big Mom is like, you could have killed me. We could fight right now. And they're just bickering. They don't even notice Dragon cowering below them.
Yeah.
And then go ahead.
I was just gonna say I liked in this scene real quick. It was kind of like reverse of what happened to Luffy and Smoker in Georgetown. You know what I mean? Because like Dragon saved Luffy when Smoker was on top of him, and this time like Dragon back in the past in this situation, Dragon's on the ground about to get killed, and then he gets saved by Whitebeard inadvertently, you know. But you know, I just thought it was pretty a nice little parallel between the two.
Hell yeah, I agree.
Yeah, seriously, that was pretty epic. It reminded me of like, you know, just past One Piece stuff. You know, when like there's like a distressful moment that's happening like somewhere else, and then when it's like about to climax to like a very bad thing that's about to happen, and then like Luffy and his gang like inadvertently or advertently did something, and they're bickering among each other while doing it. Like it's hilarious.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah,
classic One Piece.
I could definitely
Another
see
reason,
that being the case.
I feel like that's a good parallel, Mister, is because they both accepted it. That's actually what made me really lower, because he was like, "Oh well, it's over." You know what I mean? Not in the same jolt he did it, of course. But I
see. That's why I'm not
like kind of accepting it.
I'm not seeing the parallel. I'm not gonna lie. Like they're both.
Well, I don't think it's like
stomach.
one of those.
Like I get that, but like other than that, it's like almost completely different situations and reactions for both characters, honestly. Because when Smoker had Luffy on his stomach, Luffy was struggling. Like he was like, "What the fuck is going on? Get off me!" Like he wasn't like accepting
I actually view this more as a parallel to the moment when Buggy's about to kill him. Actually, because of the acceptance, they're both like, "Oh, this is it," and they both accept it in different ways. But at the end of the day, they both are kind of okay with it. That's why I viewed it as a parallel. And then it's like they both get saved. I don't think it's like a huge order drawing two parallels exactly, but
yeah, it's just
Yeah, I don't see it, but it's cool. It's all good.
Fair enough.
It's all good.
Everyone can have an opinion.
That's real.
I
That's
think
real.
In my opinion, I think the closest parallel was when they were at the when they were at Sabaody and at the slave auction place, and Luffy and Zoro and them were on their way, and right before, it was like going to be over in terms because they couldn't outbid Charles, and it was so like, when Luffy and them like just crashed in and everything, like it was that's what that kind of reminds me of, because they're bickering among each other, and Law and Kid are like, Straw Hat, like what the fuck, like.
Oh, you talking about Big Mom and Whitebeard? Okay,
that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Nah, you know what this actually reminds me of? Chapter 1, when we meet Luffy and he stabs himself with the scar. And then he sees the pirates, and then they have that convo, and then he meets Shanks, and he eats the gum fruit. I'm bullshitting, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, see, y'all looking so invested too. I'm bullshitting, I ain't gonna lie. I was waiting for someone to stop me. I was gonna let me keep going too. That's crazy.
I was wondering what you were talking about. I was like, oh, okay, so he knows something I don't. I'm thinking like, okay, I need refresher. Like, chapter 1 was so long ago.
Yeah, it would be like that. Alright, yeah. Big Mom and Whitebeard walk past Dragon, and behind them comes Shakky, who also thinks the Whitebeard was trying to kill him with that attack. Kaido also pulls up on Big Mom and says that she lied to him about something. I don't know what that's referring to.
That's way different than TCB.
Okay.
Yeah, TCB was like, Big Mom, you gotta like hold your end of the bargain type of thing. Like, you're gonna help me get the fruit, right? Because remember, the whole time they've been talking about the fruit, and Big Mom's like, yeah, I'm gonna help you.
Right.
And I think Kaido maybe had found out that she had no intention of helping him and was planning to give her fruits to her kids. Maybe, so I don't know.
Maybe it's possible.
That is what she thought to herself. Actually, you're right. She did think like, "Oh, my kids could use this or some shit."
Yeah,
possible. Yeah. Regardless, all four of the Rocks pirates are now currently together, and they are then swarmed by a whole gaggle of pirates from all across wherever. They notice these pirates, and they go absolutely apeshit and destroy all the pirates around them in this nice panel right here. It's pretty cool spread of all four of them. All of them using their respective weapons and abilities. Have we seen Shakky do anything like this before, like sword or anything? So this sword style. This is new, right?
But we know that he uses swords, like, because he has 2 legendary swords.
There's the swords in his legs in the movie.
Yeah,
that's true. Well, the movie doesn't count, right?
I mean, they gave him the fruit and everything.
They gave him 2 swords, but they made his swords his legs. Like, that's
because
it's like lore. He put them in his legs later.
Yeah.
So is that a canon fact? So that's a canon fact then?
Yes.
Okay, my mistake. I didn't know that.
I think because there's a volume 0. There's a volume that comes with Strong World of the event where he fights Garp and Sengoku at Marineford.
That's canon.
Yeah, that's super canon. After Roger gets executed or whatever, or brought in, that's canon. That's why he's in Impel Down. That's why he escapes in Strong World or whatever.
Okay.
Because he escaped Impel Down, and that's why he was on Whitebeard's ship, and he was like, "Well, what are you going to do now?" He was just talking with him like, "What are you going to do?" Because now Roger's gone. You're basically the next one up, right? And Whitebeard was like, not interested. Like,
yeah, he has no intention of that.
That's fair.
But it is the first time we see him like fight with his swords in his hands.
Yeah, definitely.
And
this cover's spread is so fire.
Yeah, it's so fire. That is so cool. And mind you, I also, I mean, we'll get into it later, but I also just love, like, the parallel of early pirating, or I guess some of these guys are like, I mean, most of them are vets, but still, like, non-Yonko status pirating, basically. And, basically how they are to, like, you know, it really reminds me of like Luffy's early days and stuff like that. Like,
yeah,
because early day Luffy was knocking scrubs off of him, and they were like, you know, just casually whooping ass and stuff like that of other pirates. And I still remember the famous, you know, Luffy, Zoro, when they were fighting each other, and old dude and dudes from the Baroque works, and like they knocked him the fuck out. He said, "You were in the way of our fight, move!" And he just like casually knocked them out, like super casual. And it was crazy because they were built up to be like an actual threat. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
Like
they're definitely showing their full strength here. Definitely a dope spread. We see all the pirates get blown away. And we see Mephi. I forgot her name already. Jesus Christ. Maffy. See Maffy still holding one of the babies, confused on what's happening to the island. We then see Dragon noticing that this is an opening to escape, but that she has the babies. And then he realizes that she only has one of the babies, and the second one has been knocked unconscious and is laying on the floor with a bump on his head. Go ahead.
I'm assuming that's Shanks, right?
It has to be. It has to be. Yeah, that would be some crazy switch that birth shit. If Shanks has been Shamrock the whole time and Shamrock has been Shanks, like that would be some crazy shit. I can't.
You know what's weird is like how do they know what their names are?
I'm assuming that they're gonna. I'm assuming
clothes or something.
I'm assuming that they're going to. Oh, it might be. I'm assuming they're gonna confirm it whenever Garland gets his son back. I'm assuming that they'll have some type of confirmation.
You know, I'm wondering why Roger knows Shanks is. That's what I'm wondering. How did they find out what Shanks is?
That was something that I also wondered when I read the chapter, because he has no reason to know his name.
Had to be on the clothes then.
Yeah. That would make sense. That would make sense. Yeah.
I think parents of twins really do that shit in real life too.
Like under the bib type of thing. Like maybe you know.
Yeah.
But like, so this is giving me a few things. Like it's giving me Goku vibes. Like when Goku early on, right, fell and bonked his head, and next thing you know, like he doesn't have the programming of being a Saiyan. So I wonder if there's that added fact, and then also, you know, the nature versus nurture, the fact that like Shanks ends up growing up with Roger and with nicer people than with obviously Shamrock and Garland and the Celestial Dragons. But I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
To expand on that, I actually, you probably saw this video of Mr. Morge review of the chapter, and he prays to God that that's not the case. Like he prays that is that bump on the head doesn't have actual, like, you know,
just a gag.
Okay.
Because and this is where he was coming from. The fact that like we throughout the entirety of One Piece, the Celestial Dragons have always been portrayed as like this like evil entity, which they are, and everything like that. But he was hoping that this bump don't mean that they got a way out. That basically it means that, oh, you're just born like this because of like genetics, and you know that. And because if it's a genetic thing, if it's literally a genetic thing, then that kind of gives like them low key a way out. Like, oh, they can't naturally help it. They're not like, you know,
they're just naturally evil type of thing.
Yeah, which is he feels is a little bit more lazy writing, which I kind of agree with, because I thought it was like, oh, it was. I mean, obviously genetics play some role in your personalities and stuff, but it was mostly but we assume it's mostly the environment, right? You know, these guys have been coddled by the world government because of their ancestors, because of the Great War that happened there in the Ancient Kingdom, et cetera, yada, yada, yada. So if it is like, oh, bump on my head, so I'm not like them because of that, is like going to be crazy. Like, but I don't know.
I think we also have proof that it's not it's not a genetic thing, and it's not like irreversible, right? Like Don Quixote Mjosgard was on Fishman Island. Yep. Yeah, exactly. He's on Fishman Island, like, you know, like, oh, give me a ship, even though I cry, let me out of here. And the fishermen were gonna kill him, right? It's like, what? Like, no one's gonna say anything, and why we wouldn't get in trouble, right? And like, you know, you've been haunting us, blah blah blah. We'll just kill you, you know. And then the Queen Otohime obviously was like, no, we can't let this happen, and that kindness is what made him kind of sponsored the fishermen at the reverie we saw, right? In chapter like 900 or so. He was like a good guy at the time.
Yeah.
And so we know that it's not a genetic thing. They're not like a different species or whatever. And I think what Morge's point was, and which I definitely agree with, is that we kind of saw the nature thing with Doflamingo and Rocinante. Where, they grew up in the exact same way. They had the exact same experiences, but Doflamingo, like they said it multiple times, even the slime fuck said it. I don't know his name, but he's like, Doflamingo just has an innate evil inside of him, and that's why he did everything he did. He took all his bad experiences and kind of gave himself a reason to do bad things to other people, but he was already a crazy evil guy, even as a kid. And so Oda's trying to say that you can have a great environment and come out completely differently. So I think here we have proof that it's not going to be a Goku saying thing, even though I did see that and I kind of felt that at first. I agree with him. I hope it's not, because we kind of already saw that with Doflamingo and Rocinante, the nature thing. Mm-hmm. I think it's gonna be about nurture this time.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Yeah, definitely.
So Shanks is on his ass. Baby Shanks is on his ass. And out of nowhere, an explosion comes. Someone says, "I sense a big catch up ahead. Found myself a first class fishing spot." It's Garp coming in with the witty quip and the galaxy punch of doom. And he has all your favorite goats running away, cowering in fear after this punch. Says, he says, "Come quietly, you Neptunians." Someone says, "It's Garp, run or we'll be stuck here forever." I think that's Big Mom, right?
I think it's Big Mom.
Yeah. And then Counter's like, "Why don't we fight him?" Big Mom is like, "No, forget it." And she gets Zeus and Prometheus ready. And Dragon says this and yells out, "Dad!" Finally confirming for sure that Garp is actually Dragon's blood biological father.
Wait, hold on.
We knew that for sure, by the way.
Were people like on the fringe?
I've seen some people that thought maybe otherwise because there's been no interaction between them, even with Luffy as a kid. We don't know about his past before whatever town he's in.
I think Garp mentions him Garp tells him who his dad is, right? At the end of Endy's lobby.
Garp tells Luffy who his dad is.
Yeah.
I don't. But when he says that, he doesn't say that that's his son though. When he says that.
He's right, but I kind of just figured because of the last name thing.
No,
Goku says, "What's with your family?" All that stuff. Like, I guess it's not physically like no one said I am his son or whatever. Or like we are father and son. But I don't know how there was any other. I think it's like said like kind of implicitly a lot of times that it's the Monkey D family. It's like the lineage of the three of them. That's fucking shit up.
I always thought that Dragon and Garp were blood related, but I'm not going to act like it has been explicitly implied throughout the story because I don't think that it has. I don't think that people are wrong for thinking that, honestly.
I'm not gonna. I think they are.
Yo, that's real. That's real. I ain't mad at that. That's real. But yeah, Dragon calls out for his dad, and Big Mom starts an attack, Heavenly Fire Blitz, and launches beam radical radar blast straight at Garp, causes a huge explosion. Everybody on the island sees it, even the slaves from wherever they are can see it from whatever part of the island they're on. And this is where Ivankov realizes that now is their chance to act with Kuma. I'm assuming this is where they end up going to get the fruits at the center of town. That's what I'm assuming. But we got this insane panel of Garp completely taking that attack, saying, "You call that fire, Linlin? You couldn't cook prime ribs with this." Like, that's making wild, an absolute fool of Big Mom right now. This
by the way,
crazy.
By the way, Callie,
yes.
This is tanking as well.
You know what? But you know what? I remember we had an argument, but I don't remember the details of the argument. Because I remember that shit was, bro. I remember that shit was a long time ago too. Bro. That was months, right?
That was a year, bro. I was like, that might have been a year and a half ago.
That might have been 2 years ago, bro.
Because it was Zoro
taking it was all taken on the. Nah, ma, you're petty as fuck.
That was like 1009.
Jesus Christ, bro.
That was nuts,
bro. That was 2 arcs ago, bro.
I was going to find a case for you on the tanking thing because we got into it about it. Like I said, that is not tanking. Like he is decapitated. He is decrepitated. Like he's
decrepitated.
That's not even a word.
That's how bad it was. That's how you know how bad it was. I had to make up a new word.
That's real.
My man Zoro was falling apart. He he couldn't battle anymore for real. Nothing. Garp right here is eating. He's eating. He said like you could even.
We're changing words now, but it's all good.
That's fair. I mean, yeah. I mean, Garp's just showing that he's on a different level. I'm just saying, Zoro did fight a little bit afterwards, after that move, because he did attack fight Kaido 1-on-1 for a bit and got his move off, and then he stopped.
That's the only case, and that's the move that he always uses when he has nothing else to offer. And he said it himself, like he put when he doesn't have nothing, he puts his all into that move, and that's it. Like
okay, if there's something we can agree on, Garp tanked the fuck out of this shit. This shit did nothing to him.
He definitely
This is like S tier tanking, all right? Zoro's like a C, B-.
I'm not mad at that.
Nigga jumped it up. At the end. I respect it. But it's just like
let's keep it.
This panel is just so tough. He looks demonic. The smile is crazy. If you zoom in, it's just fucking ridiculous, bro. It looks like the way the anime portrays Gear 5 Luffy.
That's what I was gonna say. Like that one instance of Gear 5 Luffy when you see him in Lucci's eyes, right? When they first fought for the first time, and like he looked just like that. It looked crazy.
He's had a couple. There's been a couple. Even when he was fighting Kaido, there was a couple scenes like impact frames where he has this exact face. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not surprised if Oda got the idea from the anime. Honestly, because I don't think he's ever. Well, he's drawn a face like this before.
He looked a little demonic when he did the Galaxy Impact. I'm not gonna lie. He looked a little like when he jumped off the when they first showed him on the ship or whatever about to jump off. He definitely seems like he's just. I guess it's just where you see more of him, but he's just happy to be here, just cooking these niggas, bro. He's shitting on these niggas, bro. It's sick.
Yeah,
no, that's fair.
And by the way, Garp confirmed top 1 in the verse.
Bro, they running, bro. They running, dog.
They running. And last chapter made so much sense. I mean, I knew because it was Garp, but the fact that you had Garp come in and you see Rocks and Roger like, huh? Like, wait, what? Like, yeah, Garp is that dude. Anyone that ever thought he was not that dude, I'm like. Y'all crazy. This is the man that was going against Gold Roger several times. Like Oda is now never going to put that there and have him be a scrub. Like no way.
Yeah.
I think another thing is like the Marines have Roger had Whitebeard. Like I think there's and obviously Rocks now. Like there's people in the vicinity, but the Marines, it's like this is the one nigga that can do anything, and it's the only reason the Marines seem to have had a foothold at all. Because this nigga Garp is a deterrent, and he's the hero, right? Like he's just such a beast. And he's like a singular beast for them. You know what I mean? Like he's such a problem. God,
yeah, 100%. Yeah, we can definitely tell Oda is definitely establishing who the main players of the arc are going to be. I mean the real powerhouses for sure. Or not the arc, but this flashback. Yeah, so Garp tanks the attack. Big Mom is like, damn it, and they're on the run. And oh fuck, bro, I just said it. Maffy.
Yeah. Got it.
Maffy realizes that the kidnapper is probably dead and the baby's safe and sound.
Baby.
He says the baby apostrophe S is safe and sound. So are we good? And the person on the phone thinks he said babies plural and says, cool, come on back. So mistranslation causes Maffy to leave with only one of the kids, and Dragon is still able to escape with the other one.
Yo, Maffy's like, yo, English, bro. Yeah, I got you. I don't even have to. Babies.
I will say that TCB has nothing like that. TCB is actually so explicitly different. It's like, I've secured the baby. That's good enough, right? And then the guy says, I'm forever in your debt. Now, please get back here before Garling finds out. It's almost like in TCB, like the guy talking.
Yeah, that's a whole different interpretation. That's a whole different outcome. Yeah.
Yeah, because he thinks the guy talking is thinking like, okay, there's only one baby anyway. It's almost like they had a miscommunication with Garling before this.
Right.
But it seems like the official is making it out to be like the Garling told them there's 2 babies, which makes sense because Garling saw them. So I think the TCB, the official is right.
That's what I would. That's what I would assume. It's also a funny play on words. I like the way they did it.
Yeah, I agree.
Opus did a funny job. Yeah.
I was gonna say that like TCB came off to me like this was like not a maid but like a butler, like maybe like Garland's
like an attendant,
an attendant that's like, yo,
yeah.
Garland told me about this. I need you guys to get those babies. Like make sure you know. And then, but that's how it came off to me. But this sounds like maybe it's someone of either same level as them or of higher. Like maybe like the Garland's father, or it could be one of the Gorosei or something like that. Like or like the leader of the Holy Knights.
I still think it's someone subservient to Garland because of how scared they are of him.
Okay. Yeah.
Even this one says come back before Garland finds out. Like they're like shook to not die because Garland would kill them. Well, yeah, it's funny because Garland's probably still gonna kill them in the end.
Kill them. Or question: kill them for knowing about the baby or for having the baby? Anything happen to the babies?
The second one for sure, because they're all gonna know about Shamrock eventually, right? Yeah. Matthew knows now.
That's true. Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah. So Matthew heads off with the baby. Shanks heads off with the other baby. And we get another. This is one of the.
Dragon.
This is one.
You're calling everyone Shanks today, bro.
Why do I keep doing that? Yo, I'm going through it. Jesus Christ. Dragon heads off with the Shanks baby, and then we get a celestial dragon. I'm assuming at this bottom panel.
No, this is one of the Holy Knights.
It's the other person of Gunko's family, the Man Meyer family.
This is a Man Meyer. So this isn't a Holy Knight, but this is just one.
No. It is a Holy Knight. It is a Holy Knight.
This is the Holy Knight Man Meyer, because Gunko is the sword or whatever. Or whatever
whatever sword of God.
Yeah. Okay. So we have her blicking down residents and pirates alike. We then cut to the center of town where a report comes in on everybody's whereabouts. We see Roger coming in from the north side, Rox coming in from the south, and how they're about everybody in the center is about to be sandwiched between the two. We also have some of the celestial dragons. I guess they're being shipped out through the east.
They mentioned they mentioned an evacuation tunnel earlier, so I guess it's that.
Okay, yeah. And as soon as they finish the report, explosion from one side of the town. We hear people yelling that they will take Shakky back. They realize that it's Roger, and the Marines say to defend the spot with their life, and that the treasure has not been hauled out yet. And as they're doing this, the Rocks pirates come in from the other direction. With multiple of them vying to save Shakky first. One of the interesting characters of note that I've seen discussed over the weekend is Captain John. Our boy has a robotic arm, highly implicating that he had kids fruit, right?
Yeah. It looks like it at least.
Yeah, it's highly implicating. Because we don't really see too many. I mean, we do see robotics, and so I guess it's not completely far-fetched.
Just the right arm under the big Captain Jacket eye.
Yeah.
There's no other comparison, I think.
Yeah.
Definitely, and also could be an inspiration for a kid.
Yeah. So do we think that this is a hint to any more of a connection between John and Kid? Or is it just the same fruit, different time periods?
I think it could be that case because
Do we think John is his father?
No, I'm not gonna go so far as to say that.
I'm trying to find out what blue he's from, but I can't find it.
What blue Captain John is from?
Yeah, I think kids from the West Blue, right?
Yes, I believe so.
I don't think we know much about Captain John. To see, I guess.
Yeah, we'll have to see. No, but I did see a lot of people talking about it over the weekend. So yeah, the Rocks pirates and the Roger pirates are all heading towards Shakky, trying to save her, and we see somebody walk up and say, "Put a stop to them. You made sure to escort Shakuyaku out." And the Navy reveals that this is Saint Summers, and they say, "Well," and as he goes to peep the scene, we see that Shakky has obliterated every Marine that has tried to come in and evacuate her. Summers says, "You're kidding me. You guys can't handle one woman in handcuffs." And then Shakky says, "It sounds like there are lots of pirates causing trouble out there." Summers says, I hate a woman who knows her own worth," and then smacks her. Says, "You were better when you were naive." Shakky kneels over from the smack, but then turns around with a roundhouse kick to Summer's shoulder. This shit was badass. I can't lie. I thought she was about to fall to the ground. I saw the slap. I was like, damn, that's fucked up. I thought she was gonna fall to the ground and start being sad and shit. No, came back with a fierce kick that he says ouch to. Like, she's a fighter. I fuck with Shakky.
Yeah,
bro, that famous OD. She said, counter. Pow. Yeah, you know, like shit.
Unfortunately, this right here is pretty brutal. Summers grabs her leg, has her in an awkward position, and smacks her. Looks like in the leg with the spiked bat.
You see her thigh bloody.
Yeah, that's gotta hurt. You got her holding the leg like that too. God damn.
Yeah, I hope he didn't like break her leg or something like that, because he was definitely trying to really hurt her.
Yeah,
because he's part of the Holy Knights, so like you see like his body when she kicked him, like she did do damage because like his body was indented in, like broken in.
Yeah, she broke his shoulder.
Yeah, but because of like he has the immortal body or whatever the case may be. Anyone else would have been fucked, but because
he has the body, the recovery, whatever their ability is. Yeah. So Shakky falls to the ground, leg bloody. Summers continues. He says, "You did see all those pirates are here to try and save you, and that you're in such high demand, you've ruined the entire event." He then says, "But alive, you're only going to wind up with Garling, so the more emotional choice is to kill you to make sure no one can have you."
Fuck Summers, bro.
Nah, it's definitely fuck Summers. Summers is the most asshole of the Holy Knights that we have met so far, for sure.
He's like so crazy. He's like, it's crazy because they're all in, and he looks even crazier compared to them.
Yeah, no, he's actually just an asshole. Like, above being evil, he's an asshole, which is like the worst combo.
Like, I'm really hoping like that Luffy is actually paying attention, and when he sees Summers is on site and he just knocks him out like real quickly. Like, yo, you did that to my master's wife. Nah, yo, fuck that shit, boy. Like, oh, dude, fuck that.
I mean, he's purposely built up to be the most despised God's Knight, because we saw how he was treating the kids when they were escorting them, and then
this flashback.
Very sadistic. Very sadistic.
Yeah, for sure. So he says they've come so far to rescue you, but when they finally get here, battered and bruised, they'll find their beloved brutally slaughtered. I wonder how they'll react. As he's saying this, we see the pirates still trying to advance. We see Roger clash with Whitebeard, which I thought was really cool. Foreshadowing of what we know happens. Well, I guess it's weird because this happens in the past, so it's foreshadowing, but the event in the future already happened. I'm confusing myself. All right. Yeah, I get what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I get what I'm trying to say.
You're right, though.
Yeah, so all these pirates are trying to get to Shakky, but none of them can get there. This panel up top is confusing me. At the top right, look, it's me, here I am. What's happening with these guys?
I think that's Kyo, the Silver Axe, and a ton of these other scrub pirates. Like, look, Shakky, I'm here to save you. Blah blah blah.
Okay, so there's more of them heading towards the Trian. So Roger realized that he can't get through, and he yells to somebody, "You've got to get Shakky." This person leaps to the rescue.
You already know who it is, boy.
We do. I'm trying to keep the dramatic tension, but we do know who it is. You're right. Shakky looks up in dismay. Summer says, "Can you hear them right behind us?" But they'll be a second too late. One of the Marines tries to stop Summer, saying that Garling wouldn't approve. Summer says, "Shut up. If you don't say anything, it goes in the books as an accident." He says, "Look at her face. The light of hope has finally gone out." Says, "This isn't a fairy tale. If anyone comes to save her, I'll kill them. Reality is cruel. I'll kill you in 5 blows, and with each bloody smash, you'd better regret the peace optimism that led you here." Like, Jesus Christ.
God damn, bro.
Really sadistic monologue there. Goes to begin to beat her bloody, and he realizes something's behind him. And
I think it's really pulling his sword out.
Yeah, he see the shing, right? Yeah, so he must hear the sword getting pulled out. Although he ran when he leaps away, the sword is already out. But I mean, it's cool. It's cool. Continuity here. It's cool. This person,
you're right. You're right.
says, "I'll put the flowers on your grave to send you off." And before Summers can turn around, Spider Lily Steel, the Dark King himself, slams Summers directly into the wall. Looking raw as hell. He says, Shakky. He huffs, puts his swords away. He says, sorry I took so long. He puts his hand out. He says, I've come to get you.
Oh my god!
Oh, it's hitting me, man.
No, that shit hit.
Dude.
This shit hit. And then the next, let me just finish it out. We see an explosion. We cut to Shakky, and she, for the first time in the entire God Valley, breaks her stone face, bursts into tears into Riley's arms. He says, "Oh Ray, you took too long." He says, "I'm sorry you had to go through this." She screams out, "I was so scared." They hug each other. He says, "Never again." And then the haters themselves, Roger and Kaban, say, "Can y'all do this later? We gotta get the fuck out of here. Fuck y'all. Let's get this treasure and get out of here," with tears in their eyes. End the chapter. Shakky's rescued. Amazing end to the chapter. I will say, when I saw that handout and then Shakky cried in Rayleigh's arms, it definitely hit my chest. I can't lie. That was a really well done moment.
I've come to get you.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, that was very well done. Call back to the note that he got a few chapters ago. It was very well done. Very well done for sure.
Yeah, that's cool that ended up being that way.
Right.
It really did.
That it ended up coming back into focus.
And this is why the Amazon lilies being added early. Remember, Callie, you were like, I don't know why these Amazon lilies are.
I agree 100%. I take everything back. That whole chapter where we introduced the Gloriosa and Shakky and all them, that was literally, we needed that or we would never get this moment. I 100% agree. I take back that statement.
Beautiful. Rayleigh,
very well done. Dark King Rayleigh, man. He came in clutch.
Rayleigh.
I'm happy.
Gotta be the first named attack we ever seen him do.
I was gonna say, like, that's the first Rayleigh name attack, and I'm happy.
It was amazing.
Yeah, Rogers and Kaban in shambles, but everything in order now. I'm curious because this almost feels like it could be, if we didn't know that more was to come, that it could be, the rescue and escape. Like this could be close to the end of God Valley. You know what I mean?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say,
that's
I
all you
think
missed.
it might be like when we see that the first time we go to God Valley, right, and we see Roger trying to get Rox, and he's like, "Rox, wait," and then and then Rox is telling him, "Get out of my way." I wonder if like Roger was trying to tell Rox that like, "Yo, wait, we got Shakky, Shakuyaku already," but that's when like shit further starts happening more, because then we find out more about Rox and whatever's happening with his family and shit like that.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be stage 2 of
of
this whole thing. And what I was gonna say was that because people were like, it kind of ties into the earlier thing about all the time we spent with Shakky earlier, which funny enough it was like not that much time. But people are like, yo, I felt like God Valley was built up to be more than just a Shakky rescue arc. And it's like, one chapter and we're already done. Clearly the big thing is what happens with Rox and all that stuff.
Right. I was gonna say I do think that bears good for the story, because that means that there is something crazy is about to happen. Like there's a lot of events that still have to take place, and the fact that we finished the Shakky stuff already means that we're gonna get to that sooner than later, hopefully.
Right. And it has to mean that Emu's coming. It has to mean that. Because like you pointed out, Callie, it feels like it could be like a wrap up, like based off of how it is, because they got the mission objective. And we all know that, like, we were introduced to the idea of God Valley via Sengoku, and he said that Roger and Garp teamed up to fight Rox. Now, obviously, some of that is either just not true, or it's like, it's an exaggerated truth because of the possibility of Emu coming in, and whether Emu came in and control Rox or whatever, because there's a lot of theories about how this is going to go down. But either way, it has to be that one thing we know for sure now is that Emu's definitely coming, because now that they got Shakky, there's no reason for Roger to be fighting Rox.
Now I'm curious, because like, what if, like you said, Emu comes down, right? with Gunko, because we know Gunku's there, and we know Gunku has ties with Imu. But what if Imu's there, and like Rox makes the deal of like, yo, I'll let you take I'll be one of your servants. Just let my family go, let my kid go, and then that forces Roger and Garp needing to fight Rox.
I feel like I brought that up 2 weeks ago, maybe, when I thought up that Imu might possibly use the Domi Reversi on Rox.
Yeah, I think I've heard it before, but I think the crux is the reasoning of like let Eris and Teach get away, and I'll get rid of Rox and Roger and Garp for you, or just Teach, because Eris only dies here.
Yeah,
yeah, it's possible. It's definitely possible. Yeah, I guess we really got to see what happens. Like, the chapter in general really wasn't a lot of crazy, lore discussion stuff necessarily. It was a lot of cool shit happening, man. A lot of cool shit.
They got to it, yo. Oda's like, it's enough lore and Oda shit right now. Let's get Boogie right now, yo.
And I still think there's some things that got handled well, and there's like maybe one or two other things that I would point out. The thing that I think was good that we got an answer to pretty quickly was how Garling or Shamrock and Shanks get separated.
Right.
That was a big question mark, and it makes so much sense actually, going with the conversation we had with the guy on the phone, that it wasn't Garling that ran up on Dragon, because Garling would know there was two of them. He wouldn't walk away without his other son if he was looking for his sons.
Right.
So yeah, Oda did this in a way that just made a lot of sense. It's just like the note, all these things like make sense, which is like, of course it made sense.
Of course, because it's One Piece. But I think Oda's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT. And what's another thing? I think can we go back to Mappy cooking Dragon?
When you first shot him?
Maybe last. Yeah, boom.
Or when you see the okay.
Yeah, right here. Is that not Kizaru's devil fruit?
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking,
heard about that. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
I think.
Because when she got sliced, because she was fine. It looked like when Kizaru gets sliced by a sword, and it he just evaporates, just goes away.
Right.
You know what? I actually like that, because I attributed this to the Holy Knight's regeneration abilities or whatever at first, but I can see that. I'm not gonna lie. I can see, because it does actually have that same look. I feel like it looked different when Summers got his arm taken or whatever. Or did he get cut in half? I don't remember what happened to Summers by
he got cut in half later,
by Kaban.
Yeah.
I feel like it looked a little bit different than this. Like, this looks like it might be that light clone thing, but it's hard to tell.
I can't really tell the difference, to be honest with you guys.
It's hard to tell.
But yeah, and I think that means that she's gonna die here.
Mephi?
Yeah.
Mephi?
Yeah. I don't think she's gonna make
that.
That
makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Because her fruit's in circulation. Like, Kizaru gets it.
Yeah, but the fact that, let's say hypothetically this is the case, right? Like, that she does have the light fruit, is interesting, because then that means that if she dies and the fruit goes back, that means it most likely went back into the world government's possession, and they gave it to Kizaru.
Kizaru's not here as a kid, right? No, right? There's no way he turned into an animal.
We don't know anything about Kizaru pre-Marines.
Okay.
Yeah. But
because I'm thinking if he was actually here, that puts his ties with Kuma, why they're so close, and Vegapunk, and then he ate the fruit here, but I don't see that being the case.
Yeah, not quite, and but it has a broader implication that the world government keeps the powerful fruits in house,
the ones that they deem, that makes sense. All the Lugia fruits, the super strong ones and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Which is very interesting, because that also means that some of these. Because I was wondering, some of these fruits, because I know there were some super rare fruits on this island that they were giving out to different celestial dragons and stuff like that. So I'm wondering, do they just, for these, I mean, obviously they want to keep these because they're trying to stop any pirates from just taking all the shit, but it's just interesting that they're the ones that they're giving away, that they were probably going to give them to celestial dragons for them to either use on them slaves, and celestial dragons don't eat devil fruits, right? They don't eat them themselves. Or have we ever seen a celestial dragon with a
I
devil
think we've
fruit?
only seen Holy Knights do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so they probably give it to their Holy Knights because Holy Knights represent the families and stuff like that. So yeah,
yeah.
So they keep all of that in house. That's very interesting.
Oh, okay. So the Holy Knights are seen as like guard dogs for the family type of way.
Basically, but they
I mean,
also
it
have
makes
the
sense, right?
prestige.
We literally saw them give the CP9 agents the devil fruits. I think it's like I just view the Holy Knights as like the super CP. They're like the CP -1. You know what I mean? Like they're like to me they're just the arm of the. I know they are gods, like social dragons in and of themselves, but I view them as kind of similar. So they definitely do give their fighting for the best devil fruits or whatever.
Yeah.
And why would you waste on a fucking scrub social dragon, right?
That's true.
That is so
Question
true.
though. There is no devil fruit user that has a weapon that's also a devil fruit, right?
A devil fruit
haven't seen
user
one.
whose weapon has a devil fruit? No, it's always been one of the other.
We haven't seen one, no.
Okay. I was just curious. Yeah, because like we see Shamrock. Shamrock's weapon has a devil fruit.
The service fruit, yeah.
Gunko has a devil fruit herself.
Yep.
Um,
Summers, Killingham.
Yeah,
Garland
Summer-
might not have a devil fruit though.
Summers is his devil fruit is the sword also, no?
No, he has divine mind fruit. I thought.
Yeah, he has divine mind fruit
Yeah.
himself. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if like
Yeah,
some of
take
these
his dog.
celestial dragons were like, oh, I'm not gonna eat a fruit, but I'm gonna give it to my fruit, my weapon or type of shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that makes sense too.
but okay, that's interesting. One thing that I really liked about this chapter, I don't know, it's also just me, was the fact that we see Dragon, like how Callie, you mentioned earlier the fact that Dragon said dad to Garp, right?
Right.
But I feel like Dragon seeing his dad in action like this, like not caring, just fucking full destruction, like not even noticing his own son there or the people that need help, like just killing pirates or anyone, whatever, fighting. I feel like that's what turned Dragon off from going to his father, uh, later on and starting the Revolutionary Army. Like not, like no contact with his dad whatsoever. He's like, I can't trust that dude.
That's fair. I mean, well,
that would be interesting.
We don't
like to see.
We don't 100. They could have had a combo at one point or another. Right? I don't think that.
No,
they might still run to each other. To be honest, as well.
Definitely, I'm just saying, like, but like him seeing this side of his dad, his pops, and like, I don't know.
Yeah, Def could have influenced his outlook for sure in one way or another.
I mentioned it how much Garp is relishing. Dragon could not be less like happy to be here, right? He's like,
right.
What is this sick ass shit, right? So I think you're right, Mister. I definitely that is a divide between whether Dragon like really takes it in here or not. It's definitely it definitely exists there. So yeah, maybe it does color there. I just wonder if they're gonna see more of each other here. I doubt.
I don't think that they have an interaction here necessarily.
Yeah, I agree.
I think afterwards definitely, and I think they might. That's when they'll have like a clash between like ideologies of like their justice, right? Because Garp always be talking about his form of justice and shit like that, and then, well, Dragon's like, yeah, what about the justice for those innocent people that were all killed? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I would pay an arm and leg to hear Garp's thoughts on that. I would literally love to hear what Garp has to say.
Yo, Garp has been getting so much slander this weekend. I've seen him getting so much slander for not caring about any of the slaves and shit on the island, but going straight to fight pirates.
Where's Roger?
not even noticing your son there. Like, damn, like, yo, he Garp was just there for one thing, and that's just to throw hands. He's like, I don't give a fuck about anything else, bro. Like,
yeah. I wonder if I was gonna say something about that.
I think the thing about Garp is that Garp has always been at the forefront of like that, walking that very, very fine line between being a good marine, quote unquote good marine, and then being a quote unquote government lapdog. And he always has to walk that tight ass balance rope on those moralities. And you know that came to head at as we saw on Marineford, you know, when it came to that. Now, ever since Marineford, there's always been a vocal group of people that do not support Garp for that, like, because you know that was your adopted son. You know, you folded under that, and but at the same time, you know, he did let Luffy do it, but like, you know, it basically Garp has always been getting criticism over stuff like this, so it would be really interesting if we can just get a full-blown sit down of what he like genuinely thinks.
I wonder
even
what,
after that event we didn't get anything really in terms of like how he feels in totality. We just saw that he quote unquote retired, trained new cadets, and then, you know, but he obviously went to Hachinosu to rescue Kobe and whoever else. And we also see that like when he was talking to Kuzan, he was kind of giving Kuzan the whole, you don't question the Marines, you just follow orders. Like you just basically do what you're supposed to do, like type shit. And that is kind of antithesis to like what we thought he might have learned from his experience at Marine Force. So I really do want to know, where does he stand on all this? Like, where does he genuinely stand?
No, that's such a great question, Mod, because like it has me wondering, like, why does he keep staying with the Marine? Like, there's so many like things going against his family. Like, what is is someone blackmailing him? Like, or like, is there something there? You know what I mean? Like that why he stays with the Marines? Because like obviously like there's been many times where he's butted heads with them and also like went against their wishes, but like he's still like, I'm still gonna be a Marine. Like,
and he clearly recognizes how subservient they are to celestial dragons, right? By not wanting to become an admiral.
Yeah.
For like many years or whatever. So yeah, it's a good question, man. I guess we're gonna see all the little events that kind of boil up to him changing, because he kind of did change, right? He went to said he might have developed sword as like a kind of a response to not being able to do what he views as right because of the shackles of being a Marine.
Well, I was just going to say, why Huss, I think I mean, it wasn't confirmed, but we could make a pretty solid like conclusion or like some pretty solid inference from the fact that like he's not a sword member himself. Like Oda didn't introduce him as like sword member, sword leader Garp or anything like that. But he did that with 100%. Every other sword member. So a lot of people already think that he's probably, not only is he not the creator, but he's probably not in sword.
But I think yeah, maybe he couldn't have joined it or whatever. But I also think he could have like founded it, but not been a member of that kind of create departments or agencies as a a government member. You know what I mean? Even in real life, right?
Yeah.
But I think to have Kobe as the leading member, I know like X-Drake is the commander or whatever, but come on. I think to have Kobe as be that guy for in our view of it is, it definitely is a creation of Garp's. I think maybe he recommended it to Sengoku, whoever created it, or whatever. I guess if he doesn't make it, then wow, he really hasn't been doing anything. Is my view of it.
And also, I wanted to point out, like, because the chat's pointed out that, like, Garp, he feels that like pirates are worse than the world nobles. That can very much be possible, definitely, because we gotta also remember something. We follow One Piece. We follow Luffy's journey to get the One Piece, but like Luffy, in all technicality, is one of the rare, quote unquote, good pirates.
Like, yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah, majority pirates are kind of like, they're terrible people, like straight up terrible people, and they throughout the One Piece world and throughout time have committed atrocities that honestly could be lined up as just as bad as like individual actions of celestial dragons, if not potentially worse, because you hear stories about them pillaging villages, killing people, and all that other stuff, and that's the whole reason why like a lot of people around the world like get protection from the world government by paying the heavenly tribute, even though we know the main issue with why the world is so fucked up is because of the world government celestial dragons. We also got to remember that piracy was kind of born from that instability that the world government created because of them doing things like banning people from learning the true history and all this other stuff and killing people for it. And that type of like tight niche that tightly formed knit I don't even know what I'm saying. Basically that basically the leash that they got on the world on very trivial things like that, I think, is what creates the piracy in the first place, because you can either be submissive to what they say, or you can go against it and be, you know, be a quote unquote pirate. But here's the thing. You could be a pirate for just simply setting setting sail. That makes you a pirate just off just that alone. So I feel like piracy is just like a response to the BS that the world government has created. But it's on a wide scale and it happens everywhere. And because of that, there's been a lot of problems. And Garp might have experienced that when he was a kid or at some point. And he probably saw like how pirates freaking just devastated an entire village. I feel like Oda's going to show us like a flashback of Garp seeing like a genocide happening from pirates instead of celestial dragons. And that alone makes him like, you know what? Even though these motherfuckers are evil as shit, I can do more good. I can't go against the machine myself, and I could probably do more good saving a bunch of citizens that are dealing with thousands of pirates every day, more so than I can challenge the machine itself. Which, depending on how you view, you might feel like that's taking the easy way out or whatever, but you know.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, soft or not enough or whatever. But yeah, we'll literally have to see. We'll have to see. This is going to be a very telling moment, right? Does he see Emu right personally? Like I wonder how much he's going to learn about the machine right now in this flashback.
Bro, how tall? Yo, another thing that's baffling to me is how tall because even Dragon was like, yo, how big are these motherfuckers, bro? Like these pirates are huge. Like,
yeah,
because Dragon's kind of tall. Like he's like 8.5 feet. Garp is 9.5 feet, and then you have fucking Whitebeard that's 21 feet.
It's like a nonsensical number, yeah.
Shit gets tall. Shit definitely gets tall.
Shit.
Yeah, we definitely have to see more about Garp and his. Hopefully, we get a little bit more on his morality and his reasoning for his decision. You know, because I do think he's one of the more. I think he's one of the more complex characters in the verse, or he has the potential to be if Oda takes him in the right direction for sure.
I think Oda said recently that he was thinking of doing like a spin-off like of Garp's stories early on, like that with the Marines.
I would love that personally.
That's something that he would really.
I'm not gonna lie.
Let's get that in the real. Let's get that in the real manga, big dog.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. There's 10 characters I could think of that I'd rather have a side story for than Garp. I'm not mad at it, but yeah.
Wait, 10?
Yeah, I could name 10 characters that I want.
That's kind of high.
That's high?
That is high.
List them off, man. List them off, man.
Count them out.
All right. Kuzan, Akainu.
Ain't no way you said Kuzan.
I want Kuzan before I want fucking Garp. I don't give a like what? Kuzan cool as shit.
He is cool, but ain't no Garp.
You know what? Actually, no, I lied because we know Kuzan he grew up. We don't know. We know that he came up in the Marines and shit. I don't really care too much. You got
I think we know his principal issue. Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
Splitting between
I do want Akainu.
Okay.
Kaido. Damn, you put me on the spot. You fucked me up. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It was a lot, bro.
Nah, 10 was a lot. 10 might have been a lot. 10 might have been a lot. I ain't gonna lie. 10 might have been a lot. 10 might have. No, but you know what? I think if I really sat down, I could think of 10 names. I just can't do it on the spot.
That's fair. That's fair.
He says Stussy.
Regardless, Stussy is fucking crazy, yo.
Kavan's wife.
Yo, give me 10 different Amazon Lily Shorty's backstories. I'm good. Give me 10 Shorty's backstories. I'm good.
Yep.
I'm not mad. I'm really not mad at a Garp spinoff. I just, I do think that there's cooler characters that I would like to see explored more. But I'm not mad at it. I think it would be cool.
Because it's like about like, because I'm thinking the question is, do I want spinoff? Do I want more of them, or do I want to know about their past? You know what I'm saying?
Wouldn't that be a spinoff? No. Okay, no, I get what you mean. I'm sorry. Continue. I get what you mean.
Yeah, I think in terms of the second question, I think Garp is very high. Who I want to know more of their past.
Right. And I don't need a spinoff for that. Like, I think a spinoff character would be somebody that we may know have a general idea of what they've done and what they do, right? But like we don't know the specifics. So they could go into like details of their story and what happened, etc., etc. Like if I knew about Garp's past, I would not care about specifically seeing his adventures in the Marines or whatever. Like,
bruh, I absolutely would love to see that. Like,
I respect that.
I think I said before at one point that One Piece is the one of the great thing about One Piece is all the different like lore dumping and the fact that we got so many different prominent characters that they can legit do a spin-off series for. We could see a Gold Roger spin-off adventure because of how long his story was. He was a pirate for 40 plus years.
Yo, give me Gabon, baby. Mountaineer.
Gabon would be cool, yeah.
Gabon's perspective. Why they could even follow the some of the Roger pirate members after they broke up and have a story time along that, like, because within that 20-year time span of you know Gold Roger being deceased and you know the Great Pirate Era forming and all that other stuff,
right?
Like, we could get that. We could get like you know Void Century adventure. We could get a Void Century adventure. We can get like you know, and one of the people I did say was Garp. We could get a Garp backstory spinoff like that because he was a Marine for 60 plus years. Like you could get so much out of that. But you know, I mean, me personally, Garp is definitely up there, like as a spinoff candidate.
Fuck that.
And we're getting what we want here, right? We're getting more Garp, so.
Yeah. That's real. That's true. That's true.
I will say I love. It's really cool to see Rayleigh in a new light of like being the main character a little bit.
Yeah.
He's such a huge character in the scope of One Piece. You know, like literally taught Luffy everything in time skip. Like just and you know we hear about him being the Dark King. It's like why is he so renowned? And it's like yo bro, he's like the MC of like the biggest incident, right? For a little bit at least. So it's very cool to see him like front and center, emotional love story. It's just sick. It was great.
Yeah, I do think that this is probably the only time we see him get some shine in this arc, if I'm being honest. But it's definitely a dope moment for sure. Because I think after this, it's the Rocks Garp Roger show. After this, to be honest.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
Also, Oh, go ahead, Mister.
No, I was just saying because he's gonna be busy protecting Shakky and like.
Yeah, that's gonna be his goal for the rest of the arc is just protecting, making sure Shakky's good, gets off the island safe.
And then like he doesn't mind being in Roger's shadow, you know, like he's like seems like he's always accepted that. Like that's just how it is. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. On a side note, I just wanted to say this. So, you know, a little bit of a power scaling note right here. So
okay.
if we look at Roger and Whitebeard clashing, you notice that their blades are touching each other, right?
Oh my goodness.
Hey, chill. Hey.
This is genuinely not small, actually. I don't yo.
Chill. This is important. Like
I agree. I actually agree.
Their blades are touching, but we also saw that like, you know, later, or not later, but earlier, we saw Harold and Rocks when they first clashed. Their blades were not touching. So clearly one is, you know, one pairing has Conqueror's Hockey, Advanced Conqueror's Hockey. Is this confirmed that they don't have it here, and therefore Rocks, you know, at this point is probably stronger than both of them?
I didn't need. I'm sorry, because that was gonna come off like a dickhead, but I'm not trying to be a dickhead. Like I had to stop myself because I wasn't trying to be a jerk.
I think what you were gonna say was not dickheadish.
I didn't need this panel to confirm that Rocks was stronger. Right? Exactly. I already knew Rocks was stronger. But this is a cool idea. I mean, this is a cool a thing to point out for sure.
Yeah.
I just
I
feel like
they're on the same level.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's a good thing to point out.
And
also, he's not just stronger than them. They haven't reached the level yet.
You can't really tell if they're touching from this angle anyway, though. If they're not touching.
It looks really looks
like they're touching to me. I ain't gonna lie.
Crossed up. And I think the difference, Mister. I think the difference is that when they're not touching, he makes it very obvious.
Okay, that's fair.
That's what I'll say.
Yeah, he'll show the gap between. He'll make sure you see the gap between them.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if you turn the angle to the other side,
there might be some space there.
But if you look up at where Roger tells Rayleigh to go on ahead, their blades are touching right there, aren't they?
Oh, he had the secondary panel ready. Oh my goodness.
Where?
Right here.
To go up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have been proven.
Yeah.
That is the Nagi.
There you go. There you go.
He was ready,
This is
man.
why.
Yeah,
People
he was
definitely
ready.
sound like a fucking Ace Attorney game, bro. Objection.
Yeah, bro. He said, yo, I'm Phoenix Mod, bro. Don't mess with me.
Phoenix Mod.
I heard the theme right now, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, objection. Here at this.
He taps the panel like Phoenix.
Ready. That's crazy, bro.
Dope, that's fine. But yeah, no, it's definitely someone to notice, man.
Yeah,
So it's gonna see how
to bring up. Yeah, for sure. All right, was there anything else we want to talk about before we wrap it up? We got deeper than I thought we would. I ain't gonna lie, we got pretty deep. I think it was the Garp discussion. That's what really took us over. We spent a decent amount of time on that, but he's an important character, man, and I'm interested to see how he plays out for sure.
And this is like the dragon section, right? Like, you know, like I'm sure Dragon is not gonna have the biggest shine in this arc. So like we did see him a lot the last few chapters.
Yeah,
so his stocks have definitely risen a little bit, you know. And also, fuck Saint Summers, bro. Yeah.
It is fuck Saint Summers. It's hopefully he gets some more just desserts in present time when we get back to
Current it's like almost 19, right?
I hope so.
Yeah. All right, I guess that's gonna be about it. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode today, and much love to everybody in Twitch chat. We appreciate you guys. YouTube chat as well. If you're not, make sure you guys watch us every Sunday 12 p.m. live, twitch.tv/Cali_Mac or YouTube at Straw Hat Sit Down every Sunday at 12. Come check us out. Big shout outs to everybody watching this and listening to this after the fact on Apple Pod, Spotify Pod, YouTube, etc. We appreciate you guys as well. Make sure you guys follow us on all our socials at Straw Hat Sit Down on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. You look for us, you will find us. We are not on break next week, I think, right?
No,
sir,
we are not on break next week, so we will be back next Sunday with another chapter review. Hopefully we get a little deeper into God Valley and see what's going on with the big players, but we'll see what happens. That's gonna be it for this episode though. Hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, take it easy, be safe, be healthy. I appreciate you guys, and we will see y'all when we see y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Who gon' get down? We are. This that Straw Hat Sit Down. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one piece? We are. Who gon' get down? We are. This that Straw Hat Sit Down. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one piece? We are. Straw Hat Sit Down crew in the building. We Corona to these other podcasts. We gon' put these people in their feelings when they hear this, and they know that they can't top this. We spit facts and we poppin' every time an episode is dropping. We see D3 in the corner, Mister, that's a real G with the green screen in the background. Got him looking like he in a real scene. We got Big Mod in the cut, always ready with rebuttals, but he bring the knowledge when we in the huddle, so you know the crew is never gonna fumble. And it's why us, last but not least, if you ask me, then Cali, mad at Captain, make him rally around me. Every Sunday we gon' run deep, and we can't stop until we find out about that one piece. Who gon' get down? We are. This that Straw Hat Sit Down. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one piece? We are. Who gon' get down? We are. This that Straw Hat Sit Down. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one piece? We